Hello, hello. Welcome to Passion for Yarn. And today I just have a pop-up live. My name is Elaine. Thank you for stopping by. And today I just want to do a little catch-up video. I haven't done a live in a very long time. And so I'm just going to I'm not going to be here long, just to, touch bases with you to let you know what's going on, what's been going on with me, and what I'm working on. So I hope everybody's doing well uh so far for 2025. May the Lord bless you and your families, and I give God all the glory and honor. So today in this video I'm going to be just talking about what's going on with me, showing some new yarn I'm using, and showing you the new hats I'm making. So yeah, so thank you everyone for, supporting this channel, all my subscribers, all my viewers. Thank you so much for being here. Well, today it is I'm sorry, February the 6th. Today's February 6th. And yeah, we've been having some snow. And but it never sticks around long enough for the kids to enjoy it. But we had snow 3 days ago, and on the second day, it all melted away. We had a good amount of snow. It snowed all morning. It just stopped snowing, but it was snow and ice. It was a little dangerous driving today as I was driving on a highway, and it was, still dark outside. They have not plotted the highways yet, so it was very dangerous and slippery, but I was taking my time with it. So I haven't done a live in a long time. Um, and I just thought that, you know what, let me just do a quick live and see how it goes. Well, today I'm using this yarn. I'm going to share the yarn I'm using today in this beautiful yarn color from Yarn Inspiration Karen Cakes. So I'm using this yarn today right here. So it's a package of 3, and it's this beautiful rainbow color yarn. The foil band came out. Let me put it back on. Yeah, it's a very soft yarn, and it's beautiful and rich in color. In the rainbow color, it's just a rich color. It's not like that very, maybe the camera is not going to pick it up, but it's rainbow, but it's not very bright, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's very beautiful. Right here, I got this in a Happy Meal a while back. So I got 3 cakes of this, and this is what I'm using right now. Look at the beautiful scarf on there. This is a crochet scarf on there. This is very beautiful how the colors just works out. Very, very beautiful. So this is a number 4 medium weight. It recommends you use a 5 millimeter crochet hook, and also for knitting needles. It is 383 yards, and this is an acrylic yarn. It recommends, I'm trying to look for, 80% acrylic and 20% wool. It's very soft for, having wool in it, but it's not a lot of wool. So, and it's not scratchy, and it's called Rainbow Sprinkle, this one. And I'm not sure it's still available in the stores because I didn't buy this yarn. Someone gifted to me a while back. And so I'm not sure if you will find it, but it's a beautiful, 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 soft, beautiful yarn. So today I am crocheting with this yarn. I'm using the first cake here. So far, this is what I have left. But I already made one hat. I'm still making hats for, we're in February, so I got to get cracking with this. And these are for people in Mexico that where they live, it's cold at night. They live in the country. I'm not sure it's in the mountains, but they did express that it gets cold at night. And I do believe it because there's some parts of Mexico that does get cold at night, and also Florida right now. My friend was telling me they've been getting some really cold temperatures. So Mexico and Florida is not that far from each other, but so this is a very nice soft yarn. This is one of the hats. I did a few hats with a few different stitches, but most of the hats I'm doing is double crochet because I don't want to take too long with the hats because I have to hurry up and get these done and ship them out. But so far, I started with this rainbow yarn, and I started with the inner pool, and it was burgundy. Look at this beautiful burgundy and orange together. And so this is 8 inches long, and so it's stopping the orange there. And then I'm working on this hat. And this is the hat I'm going to be working on while I'm talking to you guys today. This is the second hat, and I picked up the rest of the orange. If you see it on the top, now I'm working the yellow of this rainbow yarn here. Okay, the only thing that I would say, I love the yarn because it's very soft and easy to work with. Also, the colors are beautiful. The only thing I won't recommend this yarn is for the knitting machine, because I try to use this yarn for the knitting machine at first before I started crocheting, and because I'm trying to get all these hats out, so I'm trying to use the knitting machine more than crocheting. But if I come across a yarn that doesn't do well with the knitting machine, I just start crocheting hats with it. So what I'm doing is, if once my shoulder hurts from cranking the knitting machine so much, then I take a break from that and I start crocheting. And then I take a break from crocheting and then I switch to the knitting machine. But yeah, so this is what I'm working on now. Let me show you some other hats, new hats that I made. Um I This is my own pattern, which I'm going to be doing a tutorial with this pattern. This is a beautiful hat. I'm not going to wear it because I did my hair and I have to leave to go get my daughter after this live. But I showed it to you in my short video. And hello, how are you? Yeah, so I'll show it to you. I show it to you in my short video, and you will see this hat on a mannequin's head. So it's this beautiful hat here. This is an adult hat, and this is 8 inches long, and it's just perfect for this one I made it a little larger, wider, for like if you have a lot of hair like me, longer hair. It's good for someone who has long hair, a lot of hair, and you stuff it in, and it'll be a better look for you than having this one that I did in a regular beanie hat, not just a regular size. This is a bigger size for bushy hair, and this is a regular size beanie hat. So they're both the same pattern with this beautiful blue yarn I used. I'm trying to use up all my yarn. Um, a lot of yarn using up for this charity hat event I'm doing. So yeah, it's a beautiful hat. So stay tuned for that. That coming up for that video. For the tutorial for that hat. So yeah, so I'll be crocheting right now, and then just just chatting a little bit. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time, but it's very cloudy outside because it's been raining and snowing, and so I wanted to do the video, the live. It'll be on live a little earlier, where there's still a little light coming in through the window. Yeah, so this morning I woke up to snow and ice, and a lot of it was very slushy, the ice, the snow, um, and also it was dangerous because it was very icy out there. I almost got into a few accidents today, and I decided to stay home for the rest of the day until I have to go back out now to pick up my daughter. Because when I left this morning, it was they haven't started plowing yet, so I got fresh snow, fresh ice, and I have a small car, and so I have to be careful, even in the highway. The highways were really bad this morning, but I have no choice to drive in the highway because there's no back roads to the town I needed to get to. So today, this morning. But now I'm looking outside and I've been hearing the plotters out there. It stopped snowing. It stopped raining. Thank God. Ice. I mean, you could hear the ice coming down. I was outside in the car about. Um, I go outside. I think it was still dark. It was about 6:15, 6:20 in the morning, and I'm cleaning out the car and heating up the car, and you could hear the ice just everywhere, falling with the snow. So it sounded very beautiful, but it's very, you just have to be careful and take your time driving. Reason I almost got into a few accidents, not with cars, but when I was driving going downhill, my car was sliding to the right. And so I was just praying to the Lord. I was like, oh, Lord, help me. So I just I took my foot off the brake, and I saw a parking lot, and I just rode right over there to the parking lot, and I was fine. And yeah, because I had to go to the grocery store this morning because I haven't had eggs in a long time because the prices on eggs went sky high, and I'm an egg lover, but I haven't ate eggs in maybe 2 weeks. So um I've been intermittent fasting for a while where I don't eat until 12 p.m. and then I don't eat about 18 hours. I let my body fast. So from 12 p.m. I eat my first meal at 12 and then my last meal around 6 or 7. And I did that for a week, and so I just wanted to have breakfast since I missed having breakfast. So I had to go to the store. Loca, I'm a loca crazy woman going to the store in the middle of this storm. But that's how it is. I was brought up here in New England, and yeah, um, you just deal with it. So I can't complain because it's been snowing here. I think this is our third or fourth snowfall, but it has not been sticking very long, not even a week. I think it sticks around for just a couple days. So yeah, and so I had a cousin who passed away in she was sick and passed away January 9th. I did post that in the my community post, and that's why I just been putting little shorts here and there and haven't been much. Let me just show you. Hold on a second. I'm trying to grab her picture of my beautiful cousin without breaking it. But she was only 41. Hold on a second, guys. I wasn't ready for this. All right. Mr. Bear was holding it for me. Um, and I miss her so much. I've been thinking about her children. And so, I took some time, away from making videos and things like that. And that's my beautiful cousin. God bless her. She is resting now with the Lord. And she was only 41. Look at that beautiful curly hair she had and that beautiful smile. Um, and yeah, so then the funeral was not for another week and a half. So I don't know if sure it was not this Friday that just passed, the other Friday was the funeral. Yeah. So, and then some other personal stuff, things happening, just life things. And 1, 2, 3. So sometimes you have to step back a little bit and take care of yourself and take care of your family, you know. And that's why I've just been putting little short videos here and there. And yeah, but I miss being here. I've been watching, of course, other you know, people's lives and videos, and yeah. So um so that's what's been going on with me. And you know, I there's other things going on with the family, things like that. So it's kind of hard. You know, you have to learn how to balance life, you know. So sometimes, you know, you got to do what's more important first, you know. And what's more important is your family and self-care. You know, you have to take care of yourself. And that's why you haven't seen me too much around, you know, here on YouTube, making my own and my own channel anyways. And yeah, but um I saw this video about what happened to these families, and I thought I'd just help since I have, you know, the yarn and everything. And yeah, so they're going to be getting some crochet hats and some knit hats. So yeah, so that's why I've been a little to myself, a little MIA, you know. Because when things happen in life, and especially when you have another death in the family, and then in January, since January 1st, there's been so much going on in this world, so much tragedy, you know, and you put all that together, you know, and you're dealing with your own loss, and it's pretty hard, you know, to come up on here and make videos, and you know what I mean. And so you do definitely have to take out time for yourself and your family. It's a great loss, you know. And a lot of people in January also lost family members and friends, so it's been hard for a lot of people around the world, you know. But you know, you got to take it one day at a time. And you know, I am a believer, and I give it up to the Lord, and I pray to the Lord about it, to tell him to help us, you know, because it's not easy to lose someone that you love so dearly, and so young, you know. She wasn't even a grandmother yet. So um you sometimes sit back and you're like looking at your life, and you're like, what can I do? You start thinking, what can I do for my life? What can I do better? And what can I do better for, you know, with my family, with friends, with people that, you know, to help people and things like that. Because, you know, this past January, it has shown me that, you know, and I know always, but it's been so much that shown me that life is really short, you know. Hello, hello, welcome in. Hi, Angie, how are you? Good afternoon, how are you? Oh, that's hi, Johnny. Johnny, I couldn't see your name. I need new glasses. Hey, baby, how are you? You're enjoying your day off from school today? Hi, Lydia. How are you? How you doing? So, yeah, so guys, also before I forget, I want to say thank you for everyone. I'm getting closer to 2,000 subscribers. So soon we're going to be having a big giveaway. I I I I needed 20 more subscribers, but then you know, YouTube, they take one away, and now I need 21 subscribers. So hopefully soon I'll make it there, and then we'll have that nice giveaway. Also, I'm giving away something else, but I'm going to make a separate video for that. Um yeah, it's one of my makes that I think somebody would really appreciate it. And it's a huge poncho, and I just worded it a few times. I love it and everything, but I'm making me a new one. And I just want to give this one away for you guys because that poncho is my pattern. I'm going to make a pattern tutorial for the poncho first, and then I'll give it away. But yeah, it's a nice warm poncho, and you can even use it as a house coat. Or you could just put a hoodie underneath it and go out to errands or go out. I mean, it is, especially if you're driving, you know, not walking somewhere. It's a nice poncho, keep you nice and warm. I will keep you and your family. Thank you so much. Yes, it's just very, you know, it's very interesting, you know, not interesting, but it's been very a hard year so far, and we're just in February, so we have to make the best of it, you know what I mean? Like, I wake up in the morning now and I'm like, okay, it's a new day, Elaine, what are you going to be doing today besides these hats? Because I have a lot of hats. I'm close to 30 now. I'm going to be working on hats today, tomorrow, this whole weekend, and hopefully by next week, I have a few people that are working on hats, and hopefully by next week I'll just ship what I already have, and then go from there, because I cannot make 170 hats. It's impossible. I have other things I have to finish, and uh yeah, and plus we're in February, so or they need these hats by February. March is still cold. You still could wear hats in March. You know, it's just spring, it's still cold, you know, in April, so I will still continue to make hats for them, and anybody else that wants to help, that would be awesome. And it gives me a chance to destash, you know, and so, and also bless somebody else, you know. I only announce this because I need help, you know. I really don't like to, you know, if I'm doing charity work or something, or helping somebody, or giving something away, try to keep it to myself and just give it away, you know. But because it's so many people, you know, I have problems with my hands at times, and making 170 hats, it's going to be torture on my hands, you know, but I want to get it done. So this is how the yellow, this one's turning out. And I'm just mixing colors together. I'm actually having fun mixing colors. Some of them, like I said, I use like this one. This is just basic double crochet, and then the bottom I do like single crochets, double crochets most of it. Then the bottom, I probably decide to do half a double cup of rows, and then the single crochet to give it a little bit. So most of these crochet hats, that's how I do the brim in the bottom with the single crochet in the bottom. But if you go check out my short video, you will see all the hats that so far I made. These are just the new ones that I made after that video. And you know, the knitting machine, I'm gonna think about getting this piece you put on the side of the knitting machine, and you put a power, uh what is it, a power tool to it, and a power gun, and then you could make your garments faster. So that's what I'm going to do, because it does hurt my shoulder after a while. Making those, crocheting a hat is faster than the knitting machine, to be honest. And the but I do like doing it. I do like using the knitting machine. But, you know, for hats, sometimes you have, you know, for hats you have to do like, well, I'm going to make a video about different how many rows, show you how many, three different hats, and tell you how many rows I did for their hats. And so because I have to hurry up and send these hats to them, I'm gonna keep these hats as beanie hats. I'm not going to be uh knitting in the knitting machine, like you know, 200 rows, 200 rows or so, just to make, to flip it, and they could have a different color and all that. No, I'm just gonna make enough where it's gonna, you know, fall right here to a beanie hat, and that's a, you know, and just send it out, so I could try to hurry up and get it done. So how you guys been? How's the weather over there where you guys are at? My aunt loves it when it snows here. She's from Puerto Rico. She's been around the snow. She can visit here. She likes to visit the United States in the winter because she loves to uh, be here for the cold. You know, it's kind of strange when you're from Puerto Rico. You like to be in another state. You want to come to another country in the cold. You know, when you're so used to the tropical weather. But that's how they are. I have two aunts like that. They even thought of moving here one day, but they have husbands, and the husbands don't want to move because they have their own land, and they got a beautiful land, and they got their own house. So they, it makes sense. Why come over here and and buy another house and buy land was going to cost you a lot of money when you already have yours. So they always come here on vacation. So she asked me last time it snowed, she asked me if I could send her a video. So that snow was a little less than this snow. So I sent her a video, a copy of while I was driving on the highway, and I sent her a little video of when I was outside on front of the grocery store. And she loved it. I sent it to her already. She loved it because she loves the snow. So, uh, yeah. So this hat's already done. Let me just check the chat room. Hi, Awilda. How are you? Thank you for the prayers. And then you can also. Yeah, but the thing is with them is that's a great idea, Wilda. Thank you. But the thing is that they are homeless. They're living in tents and with tarps. It's really like a tarp and two sticks, four sticks holding it up. I mean, if you want to go check it out, if you haven't seen my video yet, a few videos back, I did make a video when I was requesting for some help to make these hats. I did a video and I share with you a little bit of the pastor has a channel here on YouTube, so it's his video. I already spoke to him, and he knows on my YouTube, and he said yes to help with the hats, and he gave me permission for everything. So I have his address, phone number, and the pastor's name. But I show you a little clip of because he was going on used to asking for help for these people, and that's how I found out about them. So yeah, they're living outdoors, they're cooking outdoors, and we don't have too much months left for the winter months. So I just want to hurry up and make hats for them. I did say in that video that if anybody else wants to make scarves or blankets or hats as well, you could. And if you don't have the money, if it's too much money to ship it to Mexico and it's cheaper to ship it to me, you could do that, and I will ship it to Mexico together with all my hats. And I thought that making hats will be faster. I would love to make them ponchos or, sweaters. They take too long, and it's 170 people. So it is 120 adults and 50 children. So yeah, maybe another time I could help them. But see, in Mexico, they're going to start getting warm weather maybe by April. And remember, it's hotter over there around spring and summer than what it is over here. But right now, because where they live in the winter at night only, during the days, they don't need these hats. They only need it for the nighttime when it gets cold and the temperatures go down. That's all they need it for. During the day, they don't need it. They're fine. Yeah, well, there's Coe in Brooklyn. I bet you guys got snow too. Yeah, my youngest daughter was like, "Oh, I can't wait for spring." But we really didn't have a bad winter. So far, so good. We're just in February. We could get snow all the way to the second week of March. So, oh, I'm so yes. I know it's just everywhere. It's even here where I live. It's very sad. um, the homeless here, and I want to help them too. I just want to get the Mexican hats. I always thought about going to New York. I always, like a few years back, I was telling my daughter, "Will you guys come to New York with me? I think that we could make a lot of hats and scarves and bring it to New York." Because when I have visited New York, I came across a lot of homeless people and people that made their sidewalk their home. I mean, literally had a mattress on the floor and a chair for her to sit down. It almost looked at like she had a bedroom with a mattress and a chair, but it wasn't a bedroom. She's outside. But yeah. So it was sad, but we got to pray for them so they could get back on their feet. And I know rents are high and everything, but there are programs that they could get into. And it's easier said than done, right? But they could try to get up on their feet. I'm not speaking about people that have been homeless for years, decades, like where I live. For instance, there's a man up in the park here. He's been about 30 years living in that tent in the park. So that's a little extreme, That's, maybe he likes living like that. Some people are homeless because they can't pay rent, or they can't for the rent, and they don't have any help assistant or anything like that. And sometimes even to get in shelters, you have to be, these days you can't just walk to a shelter no more. You have to, well, I don't know about New York, but in Connecticut you have to call 211, and you have to set up you have to be on the list. It's very, very sad. So yeah, so I think this is going to be my last row here. I think I'm going to be done with this hat. I'm going to show it to you. This is the same size as that one, but I still have a lot of stuff I have to finish. I still have, and my daughter keeps asking me for things. She needs to stay away from TikTok and Instagram because she keep asking me for stuff. But I'm gonna show you this cute purse I'm gonna make for her. But it's gonna be mainly for spring. And yeah, she just keeps, and my other daughter too. I'm like, oh my gosh. But I still have a few things I want to finish that I was working on before I started with the hats. You know what I mean? I thought that this was more important at the moment to work on this quickly, as quick as I can, with everything else going on in my life. To try to get it out as soon as I can. If I could do 50 hats, and I think I have my niece who's going to help out. I have another lady that's going to help out with the hats, and I have Jeanette says from DIY Creation says she was going to help out with the hats. And then whatever we could get together, we get together by a few weeks in February, we could send it to them, because I'm trying to the knitting machine. If I stick to a number for the size of the hat, um I could probably make a few. I could probably make, at least 5 a day, But when I do that, one time I think I made a long, the scarf, you got to do 300 rolls. So I did two scarves that were 300 rolls, and then I hit the two hats that I think it was 140 rolls each, and it had a brim. It had a brim. So it was a 4 medium weight. I did put those pictures in my community post. The girl was rushing. I didn't take that picture, by the way, that she has the purple hat and a different color purple scarf and hat. She was actually at Dunkin' Donuts at work. My youngest daughter was taking her the picture, and they had to clock in, so she was just putting it on quickly, and she wasn't looking in the mirror, so she did put it on wrong. But she loves the hat, and actually somebody at work looked at the set, the scarf that she had on. She had the scarf on that day, and said, "Let me guess, somebody made that for you." And she said yes. And then she told her who it was, and she was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna, look into her page to see her stuff." So you have to get your stuff out there so that other people uh see your work and like it. And so that's a good feeling. I was happy when someone else liked my scarf that I made for somebody else. So that was good. But yeah, so if any of you guys are interested in making the hats, or you have any hats left over hanging around sitting in a box or something, if you're not going to do anything with it, if you want to help, just like I said, contact me on my email. I've been checking my email. And so far I haven't heard from anybody. So the only one I heard from was Jeanette, and it was through the, yeah, she contacted me through one of my videos in the comments. So just let me know. But this is what I'm going to make today, the hats, and try to get on with it because I have to finish my two cardigans. I had to finish a hat set, hat and scarf set that was crochet. But it was for somebody else. And then, I have other things, a list of things I have to finish. Yeah, but I'm gonna let you go. Guys go now. I'll show you the hat. But this, I haven't cut the yarn yet, but this is how it looks. And they like bright colors. They like bright colors, so these colors are gonna be cute. I have three of these cakes, and so far this cake here has made two hats. So I look how much I have left. I think I can make another an adult hat, and I think I can make a child's hat. So I think with one of these I can make four hats in total with one of these. And this is just I did say it before, the yardage is only 383, and I probably could make four hats out of this. But I love these colors so much, so I'm gonna keep one for myself because I plan to make something with one of them, because all these colors here I need it for that Dow set. For some of the patterns and pieces for the Dow set, these are the colors I need. So yeah, but then I have other much more yarn that I could use for more, to crochet more hats, or the knitting, or knit more hats. Yeah, so that's, I just wanted to give you an update. Well, I'm still here. I'm just dealing with life. I'm just dealing with, January was very hard for a lot of people. I'm still dealing with my cousin's death. I'm a little better with it. Feel better about it a little bit. We miss her, but because I know where she is, you kind of like, when you know where they are, when they're believers in Christ, it gives you a little more comfort. But it does hurt. You go to Facebook and the family's just putting so many pictures of her, and so that makes it harder. But you know that taught me that I need to take care of myself. I told my family, take care of yourself. Don't miss doctor's appointments. Stay up with your health. You know, let's try to do better for ourselves this year. I know it's a little crochet. I don't know, because every time January comes around, people are like, oh, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But I'm saying it for a different reason. I'm saying it because, you know, we're losing young people, and um, I'm learning through what had happened to them that I need to really take care of myself and stop missing appointments. If you get to the doctor on time, then they will find if something's wrong with your body, God forbid. um they'll be able to get it on time. But if you feel sick, your body always talks to you. So if you feel sick, you feel strange, you feel different, always just, it might not be nothing, but it's best to go and check it out. And yeah, and let's try to eat healthier to help our bodies healed, especially from Western food, like maybe 2025 we can eat a little healthier, grow a garden this summer, this spring and summer. I'm excited. I can't wait. And because I already bought my first packs of seeds for the 2025 season. I still have seeds from last year, but I like to buy seeds every year. So yeah, let's get up, let's get going, let's get it done. You know what I mean? Let's stop making excuses and start taking care of ourselves. My daughters are not married yet. My grandson is still 14. If it's God's will, I would like to live to see them all get married, and I have to do my part, because all of us, Christians and not Christians, God created us, and the Word of God says that this is His temple. So this is God's temple. Then we need to take care of it. And I'm just going to leave you with one Bible verse I really love that really kind of moves me to motivates me to do better is that says, whether what you eat and what you drink, whatever you do, do it for the glory of God. So when you pick up you're driving to McDonald's, think about that. Don't go to McDonald's. Get something. Go home and cook. Go home and cook. It's healthier. What's going inside the food. You're putting it. When you grow your garden, you know how you grew your garden. It's just organic because you did it. And you're not putting chemicals and all that. Especially what's going on in the news. You guys want to buy some seeds and try start prepping. And my other channel, CT Valley Girl Garden, I'm going to be showing you how I'm starting my seeds in the winter. And this is the perfect weather for it. It's called winter sowing, where you put them in plastic, like the water gallons, your milk gallons, jugs, and then you put them outside, and it makes it a little greenhouse. But if you're interested, I will be doing a video soon because I have to put mine outside over there in that other channel, and then I will put the link of that to my community post. Now, I did want to say before I leave about the hots from Mexico, and that video where I'm showing you how they're living and all that. I think in the comments below, I think I put the link. I know I put the link there for you could go see the full video in his channel, and you could see what's going on. So far, they're helping them. They help them with food, clothing. They've started 2 houses. So, yeah. And there's children there. So it really breaks my heart. But let's keep prayers for those prayer warriors out there for, these airplanes, these crazy things going on with fire, airplane crashing, helicopters. Let's pray for the surviving family of those victims and friends. Let's pray for the little boy that has 80% of his body burned because when the plane crashed, this is a plane in Philadelphia. He was sitting in a car, and I don't know if it was his stepfather or father, but he died in a car. But the little boy, he survived, but his body's burned 80%. 80%, I think the mom said. So he's a very strong boy. Pray for him. He's full of high spirits, even though this happened to him. The police, he was able to answer his questions right away, even when he's in that condition. They asked him, "What is your name? What is your address? And who was his parents?" And he told them all of that. And so a lot of they're doing I think I'm not sure if it's a GoFundMe or a charity for this young boy. So keeping him in his prayers, but everything else that's going on, yeah. So just, be positive, be positive, and know that God's in control. And I always say, hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Okay, but we could just keep our hope alive for whatever's going on, in this year. Okay, we're only in February and a lot has happened. So we have to be grateful that we are here. We woke up this morning. Hey, praise God. We have to. When you see all this tragedy on the news and you're here, it's a blessing. So you have to be grateful and you have to be thankful to the Lord because somebody else had it worse. And so that motivates me to, okay, girl, you got to get this done, you got to get that done, and and keep it moving. Anyways, I hope this video inspires someone, and I just want to say God bless you. You guys are in my prayers, and I'll see you soon in my next video. And I hope I get to 2,000 subscribers soon so I could do that giveaway. And I think I will be putting at least one tutorial this week. Okay, it's a hat tutorial that I'm going to be sharing with you guys that I created. All right, so God bless, take care, do what you love, and be a blessing to someone. And I will see you in these YouTube streets. Bye for now.